Okay, the last lecture was like it was 4 lecture. Now this will be a 5th lecture in which I will little explain about this core and outer section and how these are all thing. And the next lecture will be like this title tag URL. This will be also explained in this lecture. But in the last lecture, like I have explored how you can do the research work, I have given you the way, the practical way from where you can start raw topical map. One thing is important in that, let me tell you, like when you do this type of, like this is my core source contact. So see here I have to, for this something more you have to be added thing, like for you have to also go for important thing like competitor, all top 5 competitor URLs, site maps, and these. So you have to extract from these the entity attribute. After the research on the tool, you have to analyze the competitor and their sitemap, their URLs, their topic, and you have to extract the top attribute and top like they are covering. Then it will be put into the raw topical map, and then you have to make a final topical map, final topic from that. So that one thing I have to add it in the last lecture, so you can remember that. These all things are already covered. Now the next thing is like okay, so this is the important lecture, like 2 important section. There is a core section and there is a outer section. So in these 2 core and outer section already I have explained in many of my notes and things. So this is the simple, don't confuse. Like every website has a very 2 important thing. The core section, like if your website is services, so the core section will be on services, like with generating money. The outer section will be that which covering the complete topical authority, which covering the blog, the information, the resources. That is the simple like thing. So let me also give you here the practical view. Okay, that one is my Canada. So that way. So here like these. So see, these are my core section, which are my services. So these will be including services, and these are my outer section, which are info and blog. But important thing, these all outer section will be relevant to my source contacts. So this is the important point you have to remember. The outer section is will be relevant to your source contact, not depend on the entity. This is the very important point, like Core emphasize, but people forget. They make it to entity relevant because like an example of the visa, you didn't cover the top attribute of like league or something in the example of Core of I think Germany visa, because that is not relevant to my source contact. So here is same concept. You have to only cover the outer section relevant to your source contact, not like central entity. So here I also, let me give you an example from my notes so you will understand it better. So okay, this was the one. I think this is also share this picture on my like so topical map, central entity, you have to extract central entity. This is also explained very briefly in my notes, you can check it. Then your core section and outer section. So here you have to added one thing, people are copying everything and not doing research. Your core section will be relevant to your focus on source contact, like visa. Here is my Canada visa, like my car niche. So so that all will be depend upon your source content, on your source content which you generating you money. And the outer section will be like for your brand identity, to increase, to talk about everything relevant to your core section and source content, not central entity. So that is the important thing. And the one thing is, your here has to go and do the research again, see the lecture of core again, because this is why my 1 year before note people are copying it and not doing research, because this core section has to be deep, not the outer section. Why? Because the core section is relevant to your source content, so you can expand. Like in the Germany visa, there are many type of visa. Like even in my Canada visa, I am covering Canada visa, so there are many nodes. So you can see these are different type of visas, so that can be covered very like you can explore core section deeply. So the core section, the outer section should be like flat, but people like doing the opposite in that. So then the central search intent I have already explained, and you can now, every person is know about that. So here core, outer section, these are explained and with a picture. So these are to be linked to your root. This is the important, like root, take it as a simple term. Your root is your site theme. Like if I am providing just giving you example like real, okay, if my car related somewhere car insurance, so if I am providing car insurance services, so this will be my complete site theme. Like my complete theme will be, or route will be on car insurance. So my both these outer and core section will be directly related to my root, like main theme. They are linked, will be linked to my main theme. So why? Because I am creating the topical authority for my complete route, my complete site. So this is important, you have to take notes. So the other thing, like this is I think core lecture number 7 or after that, and in which you have to, we have to discuss title tag, URL, H1, image, and these, because these are important thing. This is the on page element important, because a crawler came, he first see your URL structure, then your H1, then title tag. These are the most visible thing. So it is not need many more brief, but I will give you here what I have given lecture in my cohort, that I will explain here. Certain creating title tag, how you can do, already you can make your process little fast with custom GPTs and these things to feed them data. So I have also created for this one of my GPT. You can go search on like on page SEO analyzer by Ehsan. So on the GPT store you will find it and you can use it. So the important thing to take into the consideration for title tag, your title tag should represent your macro context. Like your main topic should be visible in your title tag. Each page must have a single macro context. Already I told you every web page should be one macro context which represent entity plus attribute. This is also important, but the most important thing in entity attribute pair, that entity attribute pair should be in your title, which has a high search volume and queries, high query volume. So let me also give you example so you can understand it better. Like, so see, this is my like H1 Euro emission standard. So this should be like Euro emission, my main keyword, my main query term, that should be in the heading. and in the heading, then like in the my title tag and other thing, it is all should be visible there. I will also give you example for that so you can understand it better. Let me share you and also you can automate these process. Let me. So see here, like my H1 is the main keyword car specs check. So see, this is if I'm going for car spec check, this will be my H1. So here also explanation given this that this is H1 free car spec check by registration, detailed car specification. So the H1 is targeting high keyword volume, like the most query search. It is also incorporate in the H1 plus other also important query term is also included. Plus my SEO title will be relevant to my H1 but little change and more focusing on my macro contacts. Like here SEO title free car spec check by registration, vehicle detail and BHP. So see, more attribute are added to make it more easily understand by search engine, even user. So see, SEO title high keywords car specific registration, we target user interest, so user will be attracted. Then URL slug should be very simple. So very simple, not lengthy one. So see, car spec check, it is relevant to my complete this thing. Then your image should also be very easy and this. So see, now the important thing, your image alternative text, this is people ignore it. But when you add it very good, so your topical authority, your image will also getting traffic to your site. So see here the some other keyword are also query term are handle here. Free car spec check by registration, detailed vehicle specification, BHP, engine size and more. So see, it is more like rich. This is one example. This is also another example. Like this is already I have told you, like I am covering this is a complete separate like node. So check if your vehicle is ULC compliant. So see here everything is very brief and very thing. So this is the image how you can optimize this image and all text. So here I have. So this you can read. I will provide this document also in my private community of like WhatsApp, and I will share this so you can download and read it. So step to create effective title tag. This is very easy. I have explained you with an example, like understand query semantic, analyze how different query relate to your central. So here like you have to also go for these things like here. So see, these query has to be analyzed. So see here, like see this Euro emission standard, it has a high volume. So these things should be catered for first in the your title tag. So this is the query, like query with a very low or non-existent search volume, it should be avoided because you are providing more knowledge for the user also and the Google also. So with significant search demand, that should be put in the thing. So title tag writing methodology, you have to use conjunction word and these to make it more relevant. Advantage and disadvantage of solar. So see, it is very easily understandable and it giving the solar energy. So it is see noun and these things should be. Here I have also given different example. Repeat main word of the topic in the core section for topics in the core section. Repeat certain type of word to reflect overall topicality. So what is the main why we after topical authority, topical map? Because we want our complete site to be topical authority. So that's why you have to use your main source content in everything relevant to these things. So these things. So example here, like see here is very good example I have provided, and you can use my custom GPT for this and you will get your thing very easily. healthy receipt. See, their all attributes are relevant, healthy receipt, easy and quick dinner ideas. So see, example of for education, online learning platform, top online learning platform, feature reviews and comparison. So this is for this thing. So see, health and fitness also. So this thing. So other like URL structure should be very simple, no repetition of word. That also I have given example. So you can read it out and do practice for this. So this is my lecture, and will in the next lecture we will go for some more deep knowledge like entity and attribute filtration, which is very important. So if you like these lectures, the series, must provide me the feedback on YouTube also, and ask any question. I will answer you and on my Facebook and LinkedIn, so I can guide you better in the upcoming lecture. Thank you.